Now I've broken down the sexual escalation stage, you'll find it much easier to flirt because flirting is a beautiful combination of both verbal and non-verbal techniques. Now flirting is another route that you can use to get to your goal. Some guys can flirt with anyone, even women they're not attracted to. It's hard for most people to describe what it is that they do. It's a kind of charm combined with a dose of naughtiness, and yet a wickedly contradictory dose of alpha, no-nonsense sexuality. It's also a combination of verbal and non-verbal sexual escalation. When a man flirts with us, it makes us feel good. It makes us more attracted to him. But you know what it does also? It puts the I wonder seed in our head. Let me tell you about the I wonder thought. I wonder if he says this to all the girls. I wonder when he's going to make a move. I wonder if he is going to make a move. I wonder if he's just like this with everyone and he's just friendly and maybe I'm misreading him. I wonder what kind of women he likes. I wonder if he sees me differently from the other girls that he flirts with. Now, you might think that this is going to counteract your game plan. It's not. It's actually going to help it. Let me explain why. Women don't wonder about guys they're not interested in. If we're having a platonic, nice enough discussion with a guy, we're not really interested in how many women he's slept with. We're not interested in what type of women he likes. We just don't have that I wonder if he likes me. It doesn't even come into play because we just see this guy as potential friend material. A flirt won't ever allow that. A flirt will never let himself get into that friend zone. Have you ever seen a nice guy flirt? A good guy maybe, but Mr. Nice Guy, he never flirts. So the I wonder seed is very, very powerful. Now this part's important. The non-verbal element of flirting is based heavily on the dipping technique. So you should find that this part, we're going to be discussing first, the non-verbal side of flirting, will be a lot easier for you to understand and apply. A great flirt uses excuses to whisper something and again will come out of her personal space before any uncomfortable feelings start to arise. Maybe even change the whole direction of the interaction entirely. He will touch her when talking to others. Now this is something that we adore, but most girls don't like to admit it. It creates the illusion we have a little secret going on between us that no one else knows about. The trick here is to make sure no one else can see, and then ruin it by pointing it out. And it can only be done when you're sure she's interested in you. The flirt is a master of timing. The way he eases himself from each of the moods that he is creating is such a talent. He manipulates the moods of the interaction and switches between them very, very quickly. He owns the dynamics of the energy that is happening between him and the girl he is flirting with. But all the techniques of the flirt cannot be executed properly if you do not unequivocally understand the dipping technique and all the other non-verbal sexual escalation tactics that we have covered so far in the DVD. So remember, this is something you need to master first before you go on to flirt. So next time you see a guy flirting with a girl, you'll be able to recognize and understand all the little tactics that he's using. You'll understand exactly what's going on, all the dynamics that is happening between him and that girl. You'll also be able to see when girls flirt, because it's exactly the same way. It's what people don't mention. They think that women flirt differently to men. They don't. It's the exact same tactics. So you'll be able to recognize it, you'll be able to understand it, and you'll be able to replicate it.
Hey, it's dateologist Tracy Steinberg, your dating coach and flirting expert. Today I want to talk to you about my favorite topic, and that is flirting. You know, every day I still get questions about how to flirt correctly. So let me hopefully give you some tips so that you will be on your flirting way. So flirting is essentially a light and breezy conversation which essentially communicates that you're enjoying yourself and you are enjoying the lucky person that you are flirting with. So you want to give that person your full attention, which means that you want to ignore everyone and everything in your environment, including the honey that just walked by and your cell phone. You really want to communicate that you're enjoying yourself and that this person has your full attention and that everything that they say is interesting, and you want this person feeling really good about themselves and you want to be feeling good about yourself as well. You want to smile often, you want to use their name often because people really connect with that. And also, last but not least, the most important part of flirting is giving direct eye contact about 70% of the time that you are flirting with your lucky flirtee. And this is really important, and I know that a lot of people have trouble with that, but if you are having trouble with this aspect of flirting, you really need to work on it because it is the most important part. For more tips, go to tracysteinberg.com, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.
Hey, do you know what I'm doing right now? Some people might call this flirting. For me, I'm just being me. I'm expressing what I'm feeling right now, which is gratitude, joy, feeling pleasure in my chest, in my heart, and I guess I'm smiling, looking you right in the eye, connecting with you. Mm. For years, I didn't consider this flirting. For me, for years, this is just me being me and being playful. And someone pointed out to me that I'm a flirt, and I didn't know what they were talking about because I didn't ever really feel like I was intentionally flirting. Maybe once in a while if I met someone that I, you know, was really attracted to and um, wanted to let him know that I was attracted to him, but even then, I've never really been afraid to flirt, to be like this, because I didn't have the intention of getting somewhere with it. I wasn't necessarily trying to elicit a certain response from the person, to get them to react a certain way or to ask me out. For me, being like this, being smiley and oozing whatever it is that you think I'm oozing right now, it's just how I am, how I connect with people. And some people consider that flirting. And the reason why I've always been able to do this is because for me, I'm being playful, and there's no risk in being playful. If I'm having fun and I feel good about how I'm expressing myself, if I'm having fun, looking right into your eyes and being kind of, I don't know what the word is for this, just, then I have nothing to lose. it just feels good for me to um, to be myself, and I can see why, some types of flirting might have more intention to it, where you are trying to get a response from the person, and there is more risk in that, because what if they don't respond the way you were hoping they would? What if they're not interested in you? Or what if they don't respond the way you want them to, simply because they're busy and they have other things on their mind, and it has nothing to do with whether they find you attractive or not? So I just kind of don't even think about that, and I don't think about it. I'm just being me, and it's not risky because I'm just playing. I'm being a little repetitive here, but um, that's just being me as well. I've heard about this thing called speed flirting, and I'm assuming that you kind of rotate and you have a certain amount of time when um, you get to give it your best and flirt your ass off to try to see if you're a match for the person. Well, I want to come up with my own version of that, and I'm going to call it slow flirting. And basically, it's going to be just connecting and mm, expressing my love and joy and whatever pleasure I'm feeling in the moment, my passions, expressing it to whoever I come in contact with, and taking my time doing it. I'm not in a hurry. um, and I like to flirt with men and women, animals and kids. I I do this with everyone when I'm in the right mood. I'm not always in the mood to flirt, but anyway, just wanted to share a little piece of me with you, and I have no idea what you're doing on the other end of this screen, but I hope you pass it on, and let's all flirt some more. Let's flirt with mm, everyone, and spread as much love and joy as we can, because it doesn't hurt. You can't lose it. You really can't lose it. There's always more.